promotional material too.
Okay. My husband has taken over this computer, so.
Well, happy Monday though. Nice seeing you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like we're live. Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So this is your girl, Kelly Lunt, and
Bobbie G.
And we come on live almost every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to essentially aid you in your life, whether you really want that to be spiritual growth, connecting with your own guides, tapping into your own intuition more. Maybe it's learning to read the tarot more, or heck, maybe it's just even personal growth that you want, that accelerated growth to really get the life that you want in now, not later. We're here to help you. And the reason why Bobbie and I are teaming up on this, and this time, guys, we're going to let you know a couple of different ways to work with us, because I want you guys to get the exact support that you need at whatever dollar amount you have, because we're more about your growth. Hey, Holly. Hey, J-Lo. Hey, Miriam. Hey, Sierra. Thank you for joining, everyone. If you're coming on, say hello. I'd love hearing from you guys and knowing who's here. Hey, Jessica. Rebecca. Sorry, Bobbie. I'm just on a little bit of a roll. And then I promise.
Hey, go for it. No. You keep going, girlfriend.
Okay, guys. So as we give it a couple minutes to let people come on, I'm going to let you know all the ways you can work with us to really accelerate and activate the growth you want now. Hey, Danielle. Hey, I ordered a tarot spread from you. I'm so excited to get it later whenever you send it to me. The main way that Bobbie and I are working together right now is in a 3-month mastermind. So it's going to start July 1st, and we're going to keep it intimate, 5, 6 people, somewhere around there, so it's really intimate, so that you get the one-on-one attention every week that we meet. And so this is for anyone. Nancy made it. Fist bump. Ida made it. Lamorla made it. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bobbie and I have a mastermind. This is for the person who really wants accelerated spiritual and personal growth. We thought it was initially just going to be accelerated spiritual growth, connecting to your own spirit guides, tapping into your individual spirit gift even more. But we were both kind of a little astounded, not surprised, but astounded by the phenomenal personal growth, learning to say no to a husband after 10 years, learning to set boundaries at work, to not accept phone calls after 6:30 p.m. at work. Like that just blew my mind, that their personal lives grew so much too. So if you guys want that, let me link to that for you. It's in the link in the description. This is our lowest offering together too. It's $1,300 if you pay in full. This is not for business owners, okay? I'm going to give you the 3 ways you can work with both of us. This is for the personal growth, the spiritual growth. $1,300 pay in full, or we have payment plans, $500 a month, because we want to meet you where you're at. If you at all ever want to deep dive with Bobbie G on your own, she is available for one-off session. She's really good at the identifying your limiting belief, so that you, I just linked to her page right there. And she's offering that at $150 right now. So if you need help identifying a limiting belief or a fear holding you back, and you just want one session, for that, like, think of it like a boost, think of it like a vitamin. You can book a session with her there. I linked to it in the chat box. It's not in the description of the video yet. I'll have to add that later, but it's in the chat box. The Spiritual Growth Mastermind is like a 3-month container where you get your peer support. You get us with you every week. So it's for that accelerated growth. It's like revamping your diet and infusing it, injecting it with a bunch of love. Or if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I'm personally doing 3-month containers right now. And that is for people who want that. I'm a little bit more focused on business owners right now. You're ready to just get the business and the personal life sorted. You tend to have children at home or a demanding personal life, and you really need help segment and tending between the two, so that you enjoy both, so that your children energize you, your husband invigorates you instead of the draining yada yada. You put the cell phone down when you're spending time with them, instead of what if a client calls. And as far as the business goes, if you're really ready to 3, 5, 10x the income of your business, you're going to want that one. I'm looking to that one now. So those are the 3 ways that you can work with all of us. We, of course, Would love to have you in our mutual mastermind. So with that, I'm going to let Bobbie have anything to say before we just dive into everyone. How it's going to work is a general message from both of us. And we're just going to pick people out of the audience and channel for you guys so that we impact you guys with a lot of value today.
So the only thing that Bobbie wants to say is at this point in time, it looks like I'm only available Thursdays and Fridays. But if those days don't work for you on my website, just there's a contact me. You can get through to me at bobbieg.com, bobbie@bobbieg.com. And I can work at other times too, but I just wanted those focused for people. But I'm flexible because I'm growing and moving into doing more and more and more. And I just freed up a whole bunch of time by closing down my therapy practice and moving into the Gregory full time.
That's right, guys. She was one of my first life coaches too, guys. So she's definitely been my secret weapon. And I myself even purchased a 2-hour session from her last week.
Yeah, that was fun.
I know. I need another one.
Well, I am available.
Okay, so we got Samantha in the house. Hey, Samantha. Was Elaine here? Did I see Elaine show up? Little Mrs. here. Samantha Yvette. Angel made it. Hi. Tommy Foster. We got a newbie in the house. Hello. We got Secrets Tarot. We got Renata Whitaker. We got Danielle. I was going to ask how to get a session with Bobbie. Oh, well, I linked to it in the chat box. Perfect. All right, Holly's here. All right, everyone, we are ready to go. So, Bobbie, do you want me to go first or you for the general before we deep dive with people?
Let me go first because that'll give you a chance to zoom in and mellow for the spirit to come through. I love your high energy, but I know what it's like to go from human being into spirit. So let me move into spirit's message for today.
Take the time.
So we are most grateful to be here, to be in the moment. We want all of you to take a moment and to just breathe in, hold and breathe out. Breathe in, hold and breathe out. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. And we want to explain to those of you that are new to us, although many of you have been here before, the purpose of those 3 cleansing breaths is that is one of the most powerful techniques that we give. It is such a simple technique that people completely miss it. And yet that process of the 3 cleansing breaths, Bobbie has been doing it for 30 years and now she needs 1 cleansing breath. She usually does the 3 because it helps slow her down. But 1 will bring her into state instantly to be able to be available for what you're needing to learn and grow. And we're also aligning energy here, my friends, so that each and every one of you is connected with all of you. You are in a powerful connection with each other right now, and with Spirit, and with Bobbie and Kelly, so that all of your energies are connected in the isness of all that is, to allow you to more powerfully grow into what it is you're wanting to manifest. Because if you're here on these calls with these 2 wonderful women, you are here to grow you and expand you and become the magnificent you that you know you are. And when you learn the techniques that these lovely ladies give you, that we channel to you from Spirit, to release those limiting beliefs and ideas that hold you back, that do not serve you and are not of us. Many times our physical friends will ask, how do I know it's not just my mind thinking? And how do I know it's spirit? My darlings, when it's spirit, there is an energy shift that allows you to vibrate at a higher decibel, that allows you to be in that space where you either just take a breath in that knowing, yes, that's what I need to hear, or you have an inkling that, whoa, this is something I need to pay attention to. But it's always more validating, more powerful, more positive, more affirming of who you are and how you are in the universe. The mind is usually questioning, wondering, sometimes dipping down into negative, worrying. It's that that gets in your way. The 3 cleansing breaths allows you to release that. And if your mind comes back, you take 3 more cleansing breaths. And if the mind comes back, you take yet another cleansing breath until you teach your mind how to focus, how to let go, how to let spirit in so that you can tap into this wisdom you're hearing right now, so that you can tap in to this vibration that will expand you more powerfully into who and what you want to be. And the value of connecting with what it is that's getting in your way is so that when you're going about your life and you get an idea that says, wow, I think I need to journal right now. Well, no, but I've got to do the laundry and this needs to happen. And the kids are calling. Hold it. What happened to that thought? Let me breathe for 3 breaths. And you breathe the 3 breaths and you go, I just feel like I need to journal right now. And you sit down and you journal and this profoundly beautiful stuff comes out and you go, oh, that's why. You just listened to spirit. And you just moved your life more powerfully forward. Or you're walking along one day and you're in a place and you go, wow, I just feel like I need to slow down and maybe sit by this tree for a minute. And you do it and you get a download. Or you're in a shopping mall and you realize, for some reason, I feel I need to go over here. And you just take some breaths and go, I don't know why, but it just feels right. And you go there and you meet somebody you've been thinking about that you needed to connect with to clear up an issue that you forgot you even had. That is the power of the focus of the breathing. That is the power of knowing that you at any time have the capacity to connect into spirit. All it takes, my darlings, and all we're asking is that you connect with these beautiful women that allow us to come through to speak to you with our fantastic messages. And as you practice more being here, listening to them on Facebook Lives, going to the various YouTubes, and then availing yourself of the classes that they will teach. That allows you to practice, and focus. Because as you practice and focus, what you're seeing here through the Bobbie and the Kelly, as wonderful as these wonderful ladies are, all the difference between them and you and anything you want to do is the practice. 30 years for Bobbie, and at least 10, if not more, for Kelly, although she's been doing it since she was a baby. She's been very intuitive all along. But the focus and the practice has allowed her to be able to give the messages and the lessons that Kelly can give. And the focuses and the practice allows Bobbie to get out of the way and float wherever she's floating right now and allow us to come through, to be here with you, to share the gifts that your soul is calling you to come experience and express. And that is our welcome to a beautiful Monday morning or afternoon for some of you from the Gregory Continuum to you. Yes, yes, yes.
And what we would like to add on to that message is we're just going to word it a little bit differently so that it can sink in at different levels or for different people, perhaps. It's when you do the 3 breaths, you're able to create a blank slate. Because a lot of the thoughts before that are, there's too much to do. I don't have enough time. I don't know what to do. When you do the 3 breaths, it slows your mind to be in connection, in resonance with your body, with your inner being who is your own internal spirit guide, your own speed dial to source us from up above. You have that access within you when your mind slows to be in connection with your body. And for many of you, Kelly calls this the George smackdown, the spirit smackdown. For many of you, if you would tone down the little bit of an edge that you feel, wiggle your shoulders out, do the breath, and it's not doing the breath to do it to, I did the 3 breaths, now I'm done, very masculine, quantitative energy. It's the qualitative. Take the breaths in, and how does it feel when your lungs expand? And how does it feel when they deflate? How does it feel with your legs and your bottom touching the bottom of the chair as you're breathing in and breathing out? Because when you take the breaths and from the qualitative perspective, you would feel the energetic shift that we're transmitting. We're going to word it this way: from source through Bobbie to you, from source through Kelly to you, from source through the combo of those two to you. If you would but take the 3 breaths for yourself from that qualitative standpoint, you will receive that transmission from your own internal being, because you are whole and complete as you are, and you have just enough time to accomplish what is most important. That is our wish for you today before we deep dive into some people. Okay, so let me scroll up to a couple of questions maybe. Or, you know what, actually, hey, Jenna made it. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Chris made it. What's up, Chris? Chris, are you on vacation yet? Okay, so guys, actually this time, instead of getting caught up in old comments, I kind of want to stay fresh with the new comments this time. So guys, hit us in the, let's just, can you demonstrate the 3 breaths? I'll take that question before we go into deep dives with people. Bobbie, do you want to guide me through them? So people.
Oh, sure. Okay, so the 3 breaths.
Hold on, what? Logistical?
Yes.
Sit. You can sit with something supporting your back, but go ahead and take this like 10 seconds to get somewhere where you're comfortable sitting.
Feet on the floor.
Feet on the floor, or if you're a short, let me show you what I guys do. I just want to show you guys it doesn't have to be perfect. I put this underneath so my feet touch the floor. So point of that is be okay with where you're at.
But even with that, you're grounding into the earth. Anything that, we just don't want you cross-legged. Well, you could be cross-legged, I suppose, but we like the feet on the floor because we want the focus, this is Gregory, of the earth. Go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, some people take it a little literal. So just get your feet on something and put your hands, rest them in your leg and relax your shoulders. And then Bobbie takes over with the rest.
And hands facing up, preferably. Okay. The focus is we're bringing the energy in through the crown chakra, down through the body. Whoops. Got it backwards there. Breath in from the feet, up through the body, out through the crown chakra. We'll ask you to hold and then breathe out through the mouth. Okay. So my darlings, breathing in 1. Hold. And breathe out. Breathing in 2. Hold. And breathe out. Breathing in 3. Hold. And breathe out. And we ask you to practice this at least 3 times a day, at least every day, so that when you are in the shopping mall, all it takes is 1 breath in and your body is attuned to the process where you have visualized the energy coming up through the feet, up through the body, and then out through the mouth. Your body cellularly has adapted to that and made it an integrated part of you so that in time, like Bobbie and Kelly, 1 breath will do it.
Okay, so that's the 3 breaths. And guys, that is how I started my spiritual growth. I was definitely always connected to the friends in my head, the imaginary friends when I was younger, AKA spirit guides. But it was connecting with Bobbie. And I practiced that 3 breath. I did it like 20 times because I was all in, baby. that, because I mean, that's how I got my start. But with that, let's go ahead and everyone, if you want a message from us, you want a channel for you specifically, just go ahead and write the word me in the chat box. I'll let spirit guide me to who needs it first. And while we wait for the people to indicate if they want a reading or not, I will remind people that Bobbie and I do have a mastermind that is designed to accelerate and activate your connection to spirit within you, as well as accelerate your personal growth. If you're interested in that, I'm going to link to it here. It's only $1,300. It's 3 months in length. We keep it super personal, super intimate, between 5 and 6 people, so that everyone gets that personal and individual attention for that growth. And I'll link to it here. It's only $1,300 or $500 a month if you need payment plans. But okay, so let's go. We got some. Okay, spirit, guide me to who needs to hear from both of us first. Hold on, it's bouncing a little on me. Okay, there we go. Okay, spirit, who is it? It looks like it's behind cosmic veils. Hello. Oh, hey, Ramen. Nice to see you here. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Vicky. It looks like it's beyond cosmic veils. So beyond cosmic veils, do you have any questions? Or do you just want us to do generals for you? Oh, bye, Holly. Nice seeing you. Holly, remind me to talk to you about the difference between palms up and palms down when we meet one-on-one. Hey, Renata. Someone's seen an angel number. Okay, so for now we're gonna do Cosmic Veil when I see her next question. Oh, and thank you, Bonafide. Looks like we got a $5 donation, Bobbie. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, she would like, and we'll read for her, and then we're gonna get to as many people as we can today. So beyond Cosmic Veils, general, whatever spirit wants to tell me. You want me to go first, Bobbie? Or?
Yes, go ahead.
So it looks like there's 2 important things going on in your life right now, and that's what's causing the confusion. Because one of them is requiring action out of you, but it looks like the other important thing that's going on in your life, you took action a little too soon in the past. So now it's almost as if you're playing it ultra safe to make sure you're in alignment, which is making you not take the action in the other area of your life because you're like, oh no, is it in alignment? Do I really want to do it? When it's like, yes, for the other area in your life that there was not the previous doubt associated with it, we are the ones encouraging you to take action in that area. And with that, do you understand? Because we want you to see action there. And we'll explain it to you this way. When Kelly first started this about a little over a year ago, she had a couple of areas of her life. We're going to focus on relationship and business, serving people, her tribe, that she had. Sometimes when she would hyper focus on the business, we would say, hey, spend some time on your dating life. She would get in the dating world. It would loosen up her thoughts on her business so that we could energetically work behind the scenes to make it flow easier for her. If she got a little wound up or caught up on a boy, AKA she might book a session with Bobbie to help with that. She would then, okay, well, let me go focus back on my business. Let me enjoy where this is at. Then her relationship growth would happen. The lessons from Bobbie or the books that she read, or if she worked with someone else, that would integrate. But you see how one went up than the other? And when she focused on the business, this one went up a little bit. It's that kind of dual action that we would like to see for you, Cosmic. Go ahead and take action in that one area that is in alignment, because as that vibration raises, this one will raise with it. And they're asking, understand, make sense with that. Hey, Anna's in the house. Ooh, Angel. We need to get Angel a message for sure. Okay, so Beyond, let me know what you have to say about that, and I'll wrap up with you before Bobbie takes her turn. Give you the dual whammy. Anna, I'm so proud of you. And Anna went from, I'm trying to remember where she started. She went from completely 180, turning her life around. And now she has like 3 clients starting her own business. So you're just a freaking amazing story, woman. Renata's saying that made sense. Most of the time, guys, when we channel for one person on here, it does apply to others. And Elaine, if you're on, I definitely want to channel for you. And I'd love to hear what Bobbie has to channel for you. So if you're on, say something, Elaine. Or
remember what we said at the beginning, too, that part of what is happening here is you're seeing 2 individuals, but Spirit, her George, Bobbie's Gregory, and all that is aligning and connecting your energies. We're channeling through these 2 beautiful women to choose the persons who will create a message for the most number of you, because we want to talk to everybody. And we realize there are certain time constraints. So, well, not for us, but for them, you know, you guys are in physical.
Okay. So here we got our comments. I'm gonna work with her a little bit more, Bobbie, and then
okay.
Love this. So she's saying, sort of makes sense. I'm trying to launch my YouTube, but need money now, so I'm driving passengers. Okay. So first things first, anytime you say the word but, we'll switch it with and. If it's like me, I'm a little overweight right now. I'm like 4'11" and I'm like 180 pounds. I love my body, but I want to work out. I love my body, but I want to lose weight. I love my body, but I'd love to fit in that dress. No, I'm self-depreciating, self-defeating, judgment. I'm not okay where I am right now. Instead, it's, man, you know, my belly, I do got a food baby right now. And I love myself. And I'd like to keep working out. Do you see the slight difference there? So there's nothing wrong with driving passengers, Uber or Lyft, whatever, or taxi, whatever the hell it is you're doing. When I started this, I had a day job. I had a 20-hour-a-week day job, and I was being paid $30 an hour. Not that bad. I was working and sustaining myself and starting a business. Ooh, your energy already feels so much better. So, because one, you're doing a beautiful job taking care of yourself and providing for yourself right here, right now. Bobbie, I don't know if you heard in the beginning.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry. She is winding down her therapy practice as she's winding this one up. All right, so let's start with that. And yes, I'm not sure what is a good day to launch my YouTube for tarot astrology. So anyone out there who's, I want to do this thing, but I don't know when. Now, right now. Because you're in the vibration of worry right there. Well, when I launch it, it has to be perfect. When I launch it, it has to be cosmically aligned. When I first launched my YouTube, it was just like I'm going to cuss, cover your kids' ears. Fuck it, I just got to do it. I have so much fear around this. Let me just make my first couple of videos. My first month, I made 5 of the 12 astrology videos. 5, or maybe it was 6, maybe it was 4. I don't know. You guys could go back. I couldn't make all 12. After 5, I collapsed. I'm like, oh my God, that took a lot out of me. That's what the saying of the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready is. It's sometimes you just got to cross the hurdle, make the first couple of videos. My girl, Raman, who's in the house, she's a psychic love coach. Her first month, I don't think she made all 12. And she started like 2 or 3 months ago. But she made them and got them out there. Once you do the first round of making them, I went back and rewatched mine and went, oh my God, I never said my name once in there. I never told them what they were getting out of the video. I talked way too fast. Yes, that is a little bit of like being hard on myself, but you notice, oh, that's where I was at. Oh, I want to make it better this way. So it's just taking the first step without the need to be perfect. Makes sense beyond cosmic veils? Because once you take that first step, like here's another example. When I did my very first live workshop, it was all great until the day of. I didn't realize how much fear would come up for me when I was on stage with my eyes closed. I would have never known that fear would have come up unless I had done the first one. Because the first one, I only sold maybe like 6 tickets because that vibration of fear was in there. But I would have never known that fear, that thought, that limiting belief that's creating the reality was, not 600 people. But I had to become aware of that thought so that I knew what to bring into alignment, so that I had the choice. If I want more people, that's something to bring into alignment. Oh, there you go. Okay. Where are you at now behind Cosmic? Before we move on to Nancy. Oh, and before Bobbie gets in there too. Or do you want to go right now, Bobbie?
The only thing I'm picking up, excuse me, I have to get out of the way. What we want to tell you is the biggest release that will assist you is to stop the yabba-yabba-yabba-yabba-yabba's of the thinking. Be in that place that knows you can't know what you don't know until you know it. And what Kelly is talking about is going ahead and doing the process and stepping forward into doing the YouTube so you can find out the various feelings, blocks, upsets, and joys in doing this process. So when you hear your mind going blah, 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 that's where you breathe. That's where you focus. That's where you center. And that's where you allow yourself to not know what you don't know while you're learning what you're going to learn.
Because you do not have to know everything first before you start. Let me Bobbie, can I use you a little example?
Sure.
Okay. We're still waiting for a little bit of more feedback from you behind Cosmic Veils before we move on to the next person. So definitely let us know where you're at. Bobbie, she was first my live coach. And as I was starting this as a business, I would kind of go to her for some support and some help. From her channeling for me and me sharing some of my successes with her, how many people I was helping, how much I was making, how much more I loved life just doing spiritual, it helped her. Oh, well, I can do it too. So do you see how that's the path of least resistance behind? I needed spiritual growth. I needed support. She was there for me. As she was helping me grow, she was getting that bump up. And she started this, she didn't know how to do a Facebook Live, but that didn't stop her. She was, Kelly, how do I do Facebook Live? And she's taken off and she's grown from there to now. She's already had her first, 5 or 6 online bookings now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not even counting me. I'm like, okay. So it's be fine with where you're. Okay, you got it. I just felt your shit. Be fine with where you're at. Just start, and you're gonna keep getting better. Yeah. All right. She's got. All right. Mwah, we love you. Nancy, give us your question. And then after Nancy, it's helping Anna too. That's how this guy's work, guys. Mwah. So thank you all for coming. If you guys are liking this video, I'd much appreciate a like, and I'd much appreciate a comment afterwards. It helps me reach more people with this channel, which helps Bobbie and me. You're welcome behind Cosmic Veil. She's saying thank you. Renata's loving your message too. Okay, perfect. So Nancy, we're waiting for, so Nancy would love a general. God, I'm like on fire. Guys, I just came from the gym. I'm like, let's get this done. Do you want to go first for Nancy, Bobbie, or me?
Let us take a moment here. Nancy. Oh, my darling. Okay. We're seeing you crawling along, Nancy. And it's like you're crawling along and you're looking at the ground. And what we want you to do is to stand up. Stand up and move into your empowerment, into your power. We want you to begin to look around in your world for what it is you're really being called to do next. Because when you're looking down, trying to find your answers, you're missing too much of the picture. As you begin to stand up and say, yes, I can. It is possible. I have a path here that is calling me. And notice that sometimes the little bit of fear that goes, but, and go, there's no but to it. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to embrace. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to know. I'm going to allow. I'm going to allow. I'm going to allow. And in those moments, you are inviting us to work with you as you work with us, as you step into the vortex of your own desire to create. And the more clearly you can speak to us about what it is you want to create, the more powerfully we will come through and assist you in manifesting that which you're trying to do. So stop crawling along, my darling. Stand up and embrace it.
Because Nancy, the part that we want to share with you is we'll give you the example of Kelly. And we think you'll like it, Nancy, because it will sink in at a whole new level. Go ahead and take your breath so that this will sink in. Kelly took about 2 months off. She maintained doing her monthly zodiac sign messages on YouTube. That was it, Nancy. She did not even pre-tell her tribe, guys, I need to take some time off to be with my grandpa. She wanted to, but she went ahead and like switched into hyper focusing on her grandpa before she got the message out, and she just focused on him and loved it. When she came back, there was a little bit of like, oh my God, how do I do this? Crawling. Oh my God, I forgot. And then she's like, wait, I forgot. She went, wait, I didn't forget. I'm reminding myself. She caught those little thoughts before the thoughts became the belief system and the belief system became the reality. You're still at the thought phase, Nancy. She caught it like, wait, I forgot. Silly me. I wrote this down for myself. I know how to do this. And then the fear kicked in after she got past that little bit of a mindset hurdle. It was, wait, what if people forgot about me? Wait, what if people hate me because I just didn't ever told them I left? What if this? What if that? And then she went, okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe some people moved on and maybe more are waiting for me, or maybe people are just dying for me to get back. No matter what, I'm here, available and ready to begin helping people again, Spirit. I'm back in business. I'm back in action. I now have time available to help people. Who are they going to be? Let's see the unfoldment of this. Because that's the difference between crawling and walking. Walking doesn't mean $10,000 days every day. It doesn't mean $25,000 sales every sale. It means chin up. I'm so proud of myself for where I'm at. I'm so proud of myself for being able to sustain my finances so that I could wind down business to focus on my personal life for a while. Nancy, another example for you. Just last week, Kelly hyper-focused a little bit more on her personal life versus her business. There are 3 people out there who could help her business right now on the tech side, the website side, just kind of get it to the next step. She even purchased a marketing plan from someone that Kelly's excited to hear about it, but she switched gears last week to focus on personal matters, aka she winded down work to about 7 hours last week. There was a part of her that, oh, I didn't get all my Instagrams out. Oh, I could have done a little more Facebook Lives for my people. But she changed her thoughts right then, right there and I love that my tribe loves me. I love that my tribe loves when I tend to them and I tend to myself. Do you see the power of those, catching those thoughts and then the dual thought, Nancy? Because that's the walking. Walking doesn't mean the masculine results of $50,000 sale. Walking means, and right here, right now, I'm reminding myself how to do this. Right here, right now, I'm energetically available for the next person. I wonder what the action's going to be that's going to lead them to me. Okay, and they're asking, making sense, sinking in. Oh, look at all these comments. Hey, Cheryl's in the house. Cheryl, I don't know why, but it always brings a lot of joy in my heart when you come in here. Probably because you're a happiness coach. We got a happiness coach.
Oh, I love that. All right. I have a song for her from John Smith. Where did I leave my happy place? I forgot to feed it last night.
That just makes me want to go eat bacon. Bobbie, it's horrible. I found this, like, it is so thick, apple slice bacon. Oh my God. If I ever make it out to California again and to your part, or if you come out here, oh, we're eating this bacon. Oh my God. Okay, so Chris, I'm gonna read some comments as we wait for Nancy to say something. Chris, I love this. I had a very candid conversation about fear yesterday in my business. This just validates what I was feeling and gives direction. Awesome, Chris. I love it when others get messages. Behind cosmic veils. Wow. I think my message was for most of the room. Yeah, that's how it always, so how it works, guys, the person who gets pulled into the hot seat, the person who we channel for, they have the question that most represents everyone else in the room. Even if someone's asking about business, someone who's in here for their love life, they'll hear their message because their question most represents everyone in the room, and they're in the most receptive mode to hear the answer. Okay, people are saying yes. Ooh, we're getting love from Cheryl. We're getting the Greek story, the baby, then walking into boyhood, then becoming an adult. Yeah. Saffron. Well, we're channeling for Nancy. Yes, very powerful. Nancy, do you have any follow-up questions for any of that? Where are you at, homie? Oh, Samantha's giving us hi, Samantha. I love hearts. Kelly, I thank you times when I've needed answers I got from you without asking. Awesome. I'm happy for you. Oh, you just had an amazing session with Ramen. Did she book with you or did you book with her? I bought one from her, Cheryl, and then I bought 2 more. No jokes with my love life. I'm all in, man. New Age. What do they recommend I do? Ooh, I want to channel for New Age too. Ooh, someone from South Africa is in the house.
Hello.
Oh, Angel's still here. God, I just want to channel for everyone. Okay, so Nancy's asking, what do they recommend I do?
Can we take this one to start, Kelly?
Absolutely.
Okay. Nancy, the most powerful thing that you can do is physically move your body from a sitting position to a standing position as you say, I own my empowerment. Then sit down again and stand up and say, I accept all the good that is coming to me. Then sit down and stand up and say, I love my life. Then sit down and stand up and say, Spirit guides me and is here for me. So you get the process of sitting down and then standing up into your affirmation, standing up into your empowerment, standing up into your connection with spirit. Bring it physiologically from sitting to standing so that you're embracing and integrating the physiological movement of a stuck sitting to a standing movement. That's our suggestion. We're going to be delighted to see what Kelly has to say.
Because that very much helps break up the energy, Nancy. And so, hold on, they want to say something. Because Nancy, what goes on for most of these online entrepreneurs, even the mompreneurs, the tarot readers at home, the spiritual workers, this work at home moms, the work at home parents, the work from home people, what can often happen is that you get a little isolated and you kind of do hunker over the computer. So your energy gets stuck. It gets dependent on a message from the computer for the next client. When you stand up and remind yourself, there's clients everywhere. There are clients everywhere. And that was one thing that Nancy, you'll like this part of the story too. When Kelly was in California, there was a lot of good, and there was also a lot of vibrational contrast. Again, Kelly chose to work with us via Bobbie. It's not that she couldn't come to us on her own. She was, hey, you know what? I need a little bit of an easy pill, and I just need to be tended to. And with that, Bobbie went, oh, Kelly, there's a little part of you that's so used to making money from your home in your apartment that you have that thought pattern of I make money from home, I make money from Tennessee. So darling, are you going to change your thoughts? Everywhere I go, I can make money. Me walking outside, people can find me. Me doing lives in my city, I can make money from anywhere. From that, Kelly did maybe 2 minutes of, oh, that's right. Money can come from anywhere. I love Nancy. I love that I am a vibrational master. And right here, right now, I awaken within me, the part of me that's ready to pulsate and vibrate higher and serve more people. I love that I had the time to tend to my personal matters and that I can have a dual thriving business and time to tend to my personal matters. I can do both quite powerfully, and I am ready to serve more people. I can earn money from anywhere that I'm at. money is so easy for me to earn. And I love that the way that I earn money powerfully impacts and powerfully empowers others. I love watching my people grow. Nancy, what you can do, tap back into how good does it feel to help others? How good does it feel for you? Because Kelly, a lot of times what people like about her lives, and Bobbie too, is she just goes, oh my God, I get to channel. I love channeling. I love the energy that flows through me. And God, when the people come on, it's the people who pull the messages out of me. I'm an oracle, some say, but I'm only as powerful as an oracle as the person I channel for. And I love my tribe that they call such powerful answers through me. The energy that flows through me, I love. Do you see how she's tapping back into that joy of what she does, Nancy? Joy, number one, vibration. That's what's going to powerfully help you on your next step. I had to stay on Bobbie whenever you give homework.
I saw that.
I was doing some power poses there too.
Oh, I like that. I explain power poses.
Oh, power poses. Thank you, Bobbie. So power poses, I hope you can see me. I can't really. Power poses is you're typically in a standing position, but think of it as a hero pose. Superman, Wonder Woman. You do something to typically arc your chest out because you're empowered, you're confident. And it's not just like stick chest out. It's is this called the sternum, this bone right here? Mm-hmm. Think of it as you have a connection to spirit and you're pulling that up. So this is a common one. And if you hold it for 2 minutes, there's been psychology studies that I'm forgetting the name of the hormone that's released in your body. You feel more empowered in about 2 minutes. You could do this one. You could do the Mark Anthony. The key is though, that make sure this part of the bone is like being pulled up.
You're aligning the heart chakra into spirit.
Oh, that's what it's doing. So, hey, that's a good example right there, guys. See how I didn't even know what I was doing in terms of the human level egoic knowing. I didn't even know spiritually what I was doing, but my inner being, oh, it's testosterone, Nancy. My inner being is the one who, when I would do the power poses like this and like try to force it back, it would say, arc it up. That was just the message that I'd get from my internal guidance. And do you see how I was on par with what needed to be done? So there's this one. Like think of it just like, what would a hero pose, you know? Mark Anthony pose. All right, so Nancy, are you good on that? Hey, Queen Goddess is here. What's up, Queen?
Ah, hi, Queen.
Okay, looks like Nancy's got it. So that for the person who says how to get over the fear of doing something, her question was how to get over the fear of doing my tarot. So just know that there's a belief system there of ostracization from society. If I do this thing that I love so much, I might lose respect from my family, from my peers, I might lose friends. That fear's no joke, guys. That shit's real. I hit that the first month, and that's why I was only able to make 5. You create new thought patterns, and the way to do it is I accept and love myself just as I am right now. I am okay that I feel a little fear. It is okay for me to feel a little fear. Of course I do. I'm a little afraid of losing friends. I'm afraid of when Kelly first did it, she had moved to Chattanooga from California, not knowing anyone. We wanted her to channel from the get-go, but the first 2 years, she's like, no, I want to make friends. I'm not doing this spiritual stuff. I live in the Bible Belt. And then it went, oh my God, if I do this now, I might lose all my friends. Like I finally found a city that I want to live at and call my home and call my own. And now like, I don't know, I might get booted. So the fear, it's not like feel the fear and do it anyway. Embrace the fear. Yay, I'm afraid of losing all my friends. It's, whoa, this is a genuine emotion coming up for me. Oh, I love that I might lose my friends, because what that does is it self-accept, like, I am a little afraid of this. I am a little insecure about this, and that's okay. What can you love about that? What can you appreciate about that? Because that's the number 1 vibration. That's bridging the gap in law of attraction terms. Kelly's like, well, I love that I care about the friends that I made. I'd only be afraid of losing them if I really cared about them. I love how much I care about them. Do you see that transition? That's the transition that a lot of you need to take in here. Allow yourself to feel both, and then just hyper focus on this one a little bit more. Add in the words. And I love that Maybe my current friends will love me even more. Maybe I'll make new friends who really embrace my lifestyle even more. Maybe this will happen. Maybe it could be better than my wild imagination. And they're asking, understand, make sense. Ooh, hey, people are just donating money. Bobbie, I don't even know how to go about trying to split that, to be honest, but we're getting donations. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, you figure it out, let me know.
Okay.
I trust you on that, my darling. I want to add to that what you were saying, Kelly. Gregory coming through. If you're not aware of the fears you have, you can't reframe them. What we want you to pay attention to is when you're noticing you want to go forward, but you keep not doing it. You keep cleaning house instead of doing some of the work you need to do in your business. You keep making appointments and not keeping them. You keep doing whatever it is. When you begin to notice your behavior is not taking you in the direction you want to go, and then you start to beat yourself up and say, blah, 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 that's not serving you. When you work with us and with Bobbie, we have a process that helps you uncover what it is that's stopping you, because there's underlying thoughts that you're frequently not aware of. Let's give you a simple example from Bobbie. She has lost 5,392 pounds in her life, at least. And some of the same 20 to 40 pounds over and over again, until she found out that the underlying thought that was causing her to gain the weight back is her grandmother told her when she was a little girl that if you get too skinny, you'll die of pneumonia. So every time her weight would go down to what she wanted, she would look in the mirror, and she actually noticed one time she felt fear. But it was years before she found this process where she could find out that the fear was that belief from grandma. Once she knew what it was, then when she would notice the fear, she could pop that fear and release it. And now it doesn't even come up anymore. It's not an issue. She's maintained the same weight for 10 years, but she had to look at what it was between her. And because she knows how to lose weight, she can do that. But it was finding out what the fear was. Many times you have simple little things that you have picked up along the way. Somebody looked at you funny, so you decided you should never wear that kind of clothes. Somebody said something to you, so you decided that you weren't smart. Whatever it is, when you find out what it is, then when you do your affirmations, you fine tune your affirmation to help you move forward on that specific issue and whatever issues come up behind it.
That is a good point. Before we go on to the next person, God, that's actually good. I almost want to talk about that more. Okay. So everyone, if you would like to get in our joint combined mastermind, where the first Monday of every month, it's Bobbie and I together, really activating your next step, just activating that next connection to your spiritual life, your spirit guides, your spiritual connection, that resonance deep within yourself so that you feel safe, the clarity to know what you want to move forward. The second week of the month, you deep dive with Bobbie, who's going to help you identify any limiting thoughts that you have. Because by the time it becomes something that you're unaware of, I feel blocked, I feel frustrated, I don't know what it is, there's this invisible barrier. Thoughts create your belief system, create your reality. When they're in the thought phase, that's where it's called a vibrational wobble. It's the, well, Bobbie, but I'm in California. How am I going to make money? It's a thought because it's new. If I had thought that for like a solid 3 months, it becomes a belief system. And then it becomes your physical reality. So when you have like, there's this result you're not getting, it's because you need to rewire the belief system. So if you guys are ready for that, you get me, you deep dive with me personally the third week of each month, then you get the fourth week is for you to implement for all of this growth to just get in deep at a cellular level. I just put the link for our spiritual mastermind in there. It's $1,300 pay in full or $500 monthly payments. We keep it small and intimate so that everyone gets the one attention you need. And it gets you around like-minded people. I know how it can feel isolated when you live in an area that does, it's not like California where everyone has a psychic on speed dial. So if you want that, go ahead. I put the link in there. We'd love to have you in there and just be part of your growth. If you would like to just deep dive with Bobbie for a one-off reading, I'm linking to it right there. Bobbie, that's how we'll split it. I'll advertise.
Thank you. That works for me, darling. That works for me.
Because if I actually figure out a
Keep
way
it simple. Keep it simple.
then we can worry about that later. But I don't know how to do that yet. If you want to deep dive with Bobbie, she's offering one-off sessions. That's only 150 right now. In the comfort of your home, call or video call. I linked to it there. And she has it set up easy. So you can go and like pick the time that you schedule it at and then pay, and it's all booked up and automated. Or remember what she said, if you need a different time, go ahead and let her know and you guys can schedule a time that's not on there. It just kind of helps with keeping the flow. And if you guys want to deep dive with me, I'm offering 3-month containers. It's $7,500, $6,000 pay in full, in a 3-month container, but that's VIP and concierge. So you get access to my cell phone. You get a once a week session with me, at least. If you need more, sometimes my girls, they're getting on stage, doing their first stage appearance. I'm there with them like 3 days that week. So I put a link there for you to apply. So that's 3 ways that you can work with us. If you guys want to deep dive a little bit more, let's, Bobbie, I know it's 12:57, but do you want to maybe go a little bit longer and channel for a few more people?
Just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay, everyone, if you want a message, just comment the word me and we'll let Spirit pick who's next, who most represents the group and who most is in the receptive mode to hear it. Oh, Danielle, thank you. And thank you, me, Perspectiva, if I'm pronouncing that right. I really like the queen's here. Did you just like her?
I love her. She's my goddess.
Queen, I can't wait to see you live and living in alignment.
Don't
you feel like there's some juicy, good energy and information to learn from her?
Yep, absolutely.
Not to give a little nudge and social pressure on that live, Queen. Looks like Chris was having that same conversation with you yesterday. Just comment the word me, Samantha. Kelly, Bobbie, I'm going here. I have addictions. What's the best way to get energy physically as a motivation to do exercise? Do the exercise that she told Nancy. Stand up, say a positive affirmation, sit down. You want to do, I'm getting at least 6, 10, up to 10 at most. Say the most positive statement you can while standing, sit back down. That will just kind of help shake up your energy enough. Okay, so I'm looking for the me's. I think my problem is because everyone's always telling me that I'm crazy, need to live their life and not my own call. Yeah, that I went through a lot of that new age. Well, are you going to live in your reality or theirs? Because I now have a business that's crossed the 6-figure mark. If I chose to live in my parents' reality, I'd be working at the county making like $26,000 a year, and I'd be working 8 hours a day. So what reality are you going to live in? I know that sounds harsh and brash, but it's because we've got like 2 minutes before this is over.
Hey, sometimes a kick in the butt's a step forward, darling.
We got Jess, we got Chris, we got Little Miss, we got Samantha, me, Perspective, Ida, Sierra, Secret, Lamorla, Sylvia, me and Saffron, me. Okay, so Spirit, who is it? Sparkle their name. Just make it freaking sparkle. I wish I could see all the names at once. I think it's Jess, but let me try to maximize the screen so I could see more names all at once. And it's only the words me that pops out. I think Jess, I think it's you. Your name keeps, yeah, Jess. Oh, Angel, you're still here. Come with the word me, Angel. Jess, it's you, lovely dear. Oh, we got a Robin in the house. Hey, Robin, I didn't know you were here. Hey. What did I say? Jess, what is your question? And thanks for joining in, everyone. We love channeling. We can't do it without you.
Well, we can, but it's more fun with you and we grow more. As Kelly said, this is Bobbie coming through. As Kelly said, this is a win-win because as I will speak, as the Bobbie, the quality of the questions increases the power of the connection with spirit and the profoundness of the answers. Right now, I'm channeling a book. A friend of mine is asking me questions about the soul, and the questions and the answers that Gregory's giving on that are just wow. So we can channel without you, but we grow more with you.
Oh, I was just I was chatting with George, one of my spirit guides this morning. I'm trying to remember, what did he tell me? Yeah, he's making fun right now. What good is it if I tell you what to focus on if you're not going to do it?
That's why we suggest journaling and writing it down, my darlings.
That is definitely my next step. Okay, so Jess, we are waiting for your question. I hate working 8 hours a day. Yeah, I don't even know how the hell I used to do.
I know, me too. It's like I used to work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. What a concept.
I know that I did it. And I know that there was a period where I worked 10, 12 hours, 6 days a week. I don't know how. I know I did it. I don't know how. Does everyone have spirit guides? Yes. Not only do you have, and Jess, we're waiting for your question. Samantha, does everyone have a spirit guide? Yes, you have an internal spirit guide within you in law of attraction terms. That's called your inner being, your own internal guidance system. And you could also talk to your spirit guides on the non-physical side. Jess, love, what is your question? We're running a little bit over. Samantha gave us an LOL and a heart. Well, I'm glad something we said was funny and heart-worthy. Does anyone have any questions on our mastermind? What you can expect out of it? Are you feeling any hesitation for signing up, or any last questions just to kind of maybe help you take that nudge if you're considering joining? Do you have any questions on it? Because we'd love to help you really accelerate and take that next step in your life, whether it be personal development or spiritual growth. So definitely let us know if you have any questions on the mastermind, because I love the two we have in there, Ebony and Kathleen, and just the profound like empowerment that they feel. It's something I'm really considering. What questions do you have about it, Samantha? And Jess, if you're still on, go ahead and let us know your question. What are you thinking about it, Samantha? What is your reservations, if any? Because we can certainly answer them here. I know there's some people who, some of their questions are always, does everyone have a spirit guide and can I actually channel them? Yes, you do. And yes, you can. And to date, everyone who has entered our container, even if it was more focused on personal growth, they have actually, all of them to date have been able to channel and speak to their spirit guide in some form, almost on a daily basis. We have one right now who's halfway through, or a little more than halfway through. She's tapped into her intuition and is just now starting to hear her spirit guide. We got a couple more sessions with her. We're probably going to get her there too, but we'll see what all happens with the spiritual growth. What do you mean by that? Like, life gets better, life gets happy, life gets joyous. You get in the synchronistic flow. You feel better. You wake up with that, today's a good day. I wonder what's going to unfold today. Spiritual growth is that activation of that connection to sense of well-being that's internally within you. It's the connection to non-physical for you to enjoy life. Enjoy life does mean connecting with spirit guides, your friends in the non-physical. It does mean living the life that you want here. And it's not necessarily a 180 change, day job to bam, $200,000 a year self-employed company. It's I feel hopeful. And here's the energetic work I'm doing, and here's the physical level, human level step. And it's that continuous climb towards a life that feels more enjoyable for you. That's spiritual growth.
So, let me give you an example. One of the things I've been doing is miracle morning work, where I get up every morning, and I've always channeled, but I connect with my spirit guides so that they can help me tune in to what's my next best step for the day. And the message that came through today, the one I'm remembering right now, is it says to the effect that you create your life by the thoughts you take, the thoughts you think, and the actions you take. It's really that simple, Bobbie. And so often the answers we need are really simple, but we overthink our lives and we over effort our lives. And when you can tap in with spirit, they can help you fine tune to what it is you need to do in this particular moment of your life. to move you forward, what energies you need to focus on and how you need to focus on them. They give the information. The challenge is for us to carry it out, because like George was just telling Kelly, what good does it do me to give you information if you don't remember it? Well, Gregory, I'll look back and see stuff that Gregory has channeled for me, and I'll see he's been repeating the same set of instructions like for months. And I'll say, why are you telling me the same thing? And he says, because you're not listening. And so I go, oh, I have to listen and implement. But because he's constantly reminding me and giving me the information, it does seep in through my little egoic brain, and I do implement it. And my life, that's why Kelly and I aren't working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or 8 hours or 10 and 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, because we listened to Spirit when they said, you don't have to struggle like this. It took Kelly way less time to get out of the struggle than it took me, because I'm a little more resistant and because I didn't have as much help. So utilize our ability to help you not stay in struggle. Tap into your spiritual wisdom and be able to let Spirit guide you. We're just the channel to help you tap into your channel, be able to do what you're seeing happening here, so you can move forward with your life with so much more ease and grace. All you have to give up is your arguments about why you're stuck. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And they're reminding, sometimes when the question is, what is spiritual growth? How do I get past this fear? We'll give you an example with Kelly. For quite some time, and so we're talking about the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. When Kelly was 17, she had some vibrational contrast happen to her in terms of boys and feeling confident, comfortable in her body. She also did have, the thought patterns that Bobbie mentioned earlier when she was younger. She had a significant parental influence. Ooh, with a body like that, boys are just going to blah, blah, blah to you. She had a lot of thoughts, a lot of belief systems that her body was dangerous. So for a long time, she had fear if her neckline wasn't up to here. She couldn't walk outside if she didn't have a hoodie covering her body. And in summer, you guys can imagine how torturous that was. And that was at 17, around 19, she was, I want to be able to walk outside without a jacket. Now she's 32, the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. Yes, she was able to wear a t-shirt outside and then a little bit lower and then not a long sleeve, but a short sleeve. But just within the last couple months, she's been able to wear shirts that show a little bit of cleavage. And it's not how to get past that fear. It's that energetic work that Bobbie was also just talking about seeping in, the energy growth, the intention Kelly had and the energy that seeped in through every little session she had with Bobbie, with Kelly herself channeling to us. Your inner being always knows all of your asks. Even if you come to us for one of the specific ones, these other ones, the energy is getting sent to you. For her to now, she walked out of the house with something that was really burying some serious cleavage. And she just went out, posted a photo. When she got back home, she realized, oh my God, that's like half my cleavage hanging out. Who is this woman? Like, she didn't even have the thought of, how do I do this thing I'm afraid of? Because the energy has already been shifted completely. And we're not saying that you guys have to go and bare your chest. That happens to be Kelly's personal growth that she wanted to at least be able to say she could do one time. Now she'll decide into, do I like that or do I like a little more modest? She can feel into it. She has the power of choice. That's going to be our definition of spiritual growth for you guys.
Interesting.
No, I'm glad my boob made the live.
Oh, I love it.
I never saw Jess's comment. So,
well, that's our sign for us to take time for us, Kelly, because this is cutting into our time.
I know. Bobbie and I have our own mastermind. So we love you all. We'll be back next Monday. And Danielle, to answer your question, yes, it's for all different levels. We tend to get new to intermediate in that group. But it would, Danielle, you would probably really like that group. And that might actually be a new group in July too. Gregory
fine tunes it to who's there.
Yeah, we could even take advanced people in there too. You're going to get what you need from there. And the cohort we have right now, they're pretty, I would say, intermediate. But yeah, it's for all levels. Okay, we love you all. Have a good day. Say hi, bye.